Hi, it's Daryl from D.A.Steele Garage Band Originals Music in the Raw. Wait, that's way too long. Anyway, it'll do. Alright, so I'm going to do an update on why can't I play a guitar solo. It's December the 30th, 2025. I thought I'd do this today instead of tomorrow. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. So, yeah, just going to focus in on what I've been doing during this month, what I'm practicing the most. It's only like basically two things that I'm kind of really focused in on now, and that being doing these double strikes using all four fingers. So I have been able to build up speed, so I'm actually happy with the progress. I'll see if I can show it. It sort of takes me a little while to get going. I mean, I've only just picked this thing up this morning, so see how we go. I just can't do it. Still have problems with that finger, that middle finger of mine. It's a real issue. I have to really think about getting it. It's just not automatic. Like the others are all automatic. I don't have to think about them, but that one there, it's like it's facing the opposite direction. It's the odd one out. But anyway, so I have been just working on that, and that's coming along okay. And there's another area that I've been working on, and it's changing from one string to another string in different positions. So what I mean, if I can, I'll bring it in closer, you can see, so you can see that. Get a position there. Alright, so what it is I'm using, because I'm really trying to focus in on this middle finger. I'm trying to get as much use out of it as I can. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing, using the middle finger on, what's that, the 3rd string, 5th fret, and then I'll use the little finger on the 7th fret, 3rd string, and then I'll change to the index finger on the 5th fret to the 2nd string, and so that's how, and I'm kind of just going like this. And when I used to play the keyboards, like when you're learning to, I don't have a keyboard with me, but you know, you'd have to sort of, as you're going up a scale, you get to the 4th finger, and then you use your thumb to get to the next note, so you can continue going up that scale. So it's kind of the same thing with this. So this is what I've been practicing as well, doing 2 strikes. Which is all part of the scale. I can't think what that note is. Is it that way? Forgotten. Oh gosh, these feel like barbed wire, these fingers. Alright, that's what it is. So the other thing I'm trying to do is keep my fingers as flat close to the fretboard as I can. I mean, if I go back to my earlier videos, I'm going to pull back on this. If I go back to my earlier videos, my fingers were kind of like, you know, this sort of thing. And it was hard to move around. It was very difficult. But I'm now starting to get my fingers more flat, so there's minimal movement in my fingers when they're moving. But again, this one just wants to arch out, and this one also wants to arch out. So another technique that I've been using to kind of bring this one in is, I think I talked about it last month, where instead of having this finger as the one that sort of grips the fretboard and the other one's kind of feed off of it, you know, that sort of thing, I'm changing it where this one, like my little finger, is becoming the, what would you put it, default, like the default finger that sort of presses onto the mainstay, I guess you could say, the mainstay on the fretboard, and work these three off of that. That doesn't always work, it's not comfortable, but it does stop it from arching back all the time. So let's see if I can show that. Can't really. Takes me a while to sort of get it into my head. So yeah, I'll keep going with that. Like I said, it's improving. I'm learning to get timing in my fingers with my right hand, so that's been a good thing. I guess eventually once I can get this more stable, because at the moment it's not stable, I tend to lock into a rhythm pattern with right hand and left fingers, but it's easy for me to fall out of it as well, and harder for me to get back into it, so I need to keep working on getting those two in conjunction with each other. Yeah, so I can do that. I can get up to there, and then I've got to think about that one, and that's it just happens all the time. It just doesn't like going backwards. And I normally find I'll be half a step on the beat as I'm playing it. I always miss that initial strike. So again, I've got to slow it right down, and then use my middle finger as the main finger, I suppose you could say. So once, yeah, anyway, I guess next year I'll focus on trying to do anyway, plenty to do. So that's where I'm up to as far as why can't I play a guitar solo. Not the way I'd like. What I mean by that is how I'd like to be able to play a guitar solo. I do use, I've said a few times now, and you can see it in my videos, it's mainly my two fingers, my first two. So, and these ones I just use occasionally, just in areas where it's a little bit more comfortable. But anyway, that's okay. I'm going to keep working away on it and see if we can get a little bit more improvement during the year next year. So I was going to give myself 2 years just to see whether it's worth pursuing what I'm trying to do, or whether I should just, accept where things are at. But it's something I'm hoping that I can break through that ceiling, and see how we go. Anyway, have a great year or end of year, and look forward to doing some more of this next year, and we'll go from there. Alright, see ya. Bye.